from Butler High School. It's a 6A Section 1 basketball clash between two fierce rivals, the Butler Golden Tornado and the Pine Richland Rams, and it'll be a battle for first place in the section. Both teams are 2-0. Butler comes in with a 7-4 record. Pine Richland 8-2. Good evening. This is Ed Cody along with the Swami George Abraham. And George, if this is any the previous 10 games any indication, we're in for a great one.
I believe we are. I think the combination of the fact that they are rivals, they're, been chasing each other for about 5 years now. The last 10 games, 7-3 in favor of Pine?
In favor of Pine, and a lot of those have been hotly contested, including the championship game 3 years ago, won by Pine 65-59. That was the year they took 3 games from Butler. We did a couple of them, and in all 3 of those games, Butler had 11-point lead in each game, only to see the Rams come back. That included in the championship game. So we're going to see a lot more of that tonight. These two, it's turned into a great rivalry. Butler 7-4, 7-1 with Ethan Morton in the lineup, 0-3 when he was out with the sprained ankle. If there's any common opponent that we could refer to, Butler beat Mount Lebanon 75-70, where Pine lost to the Blue Devils 61-55. Their other loss was 66-65 to Penn Hills. You put much stock into those common opponents?
No, I don't put any. I really believe it's a case of styles. Someone asked me on the way in what they beat Beaver for. That's all nonsense. It's who beat, it's a style. The old, remember Foreman, Frazier, and Ali, they're fighting each other. So it's so-and-so beat means nothing. It's styles. I'm sure Pine's going to try to get the ball out of Morton's hands. Butler's going to try to have the ball in Morton's hands as much as possible.
Well, let's look at some statistics here. Butler averages 69 points, 69.4 points per game on offense. Pine Richland averages 69.2. Defensively, Butler gives up 60 a game, and Pine gives up 52-7.
Well, that's the key. The give-up thing is always the one that concerns me, because defense travels, and there's always that night where your shots aren't going in. That's why defense is paramount in a game like this. I would doubt it gets to 7.
And one thing no one talks about is the ball handling, how crucial it becomes in these games.
Exactly.
Hey, please take time and join us in our national anthem.
For the singing of our national anthem, performing the Star Spangled Banner this evening, Butler's own Miss Delaney Ray.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the
packed house here tonight at Butler. This place, basketball court, holds about 2,500. George, reminiscent days when you coached the great rivalry games with the Newcastle Red Hurricanes, when this place was always packed and jumping.
Yeah, tonight it looks to be that way. That top was empty about a half hour ago. Look up there now, and it's just about full.
Well, when you talk about Butler, everything starts and stops with Ethan Morton, headed to Purdue. But Devin Carney's picked up the scoring slack this year. He's averaging about 20 a game. Pine's a little bit different, George. All 5 starters, you look at the games, box scores, they're all around 10 to 15 points a game. So they spread it out.
And that's a tough team to prepare for, Ed, because there isn't any one person you can aim your defense at.
Well, and games that Butler's had trouble, half-court trap defenses, and a 1-3-1 thrown at them from the team from Florida gave them some trouble. You've seen different things from Coach Jeff Ackerman at Pine Richland. He's won 2 WPIAL championships here. He won 3 at Moon. So you can expect some changes from him. It'll be interesting to see what he does.
Well, I think he's going to have to trap the basketball and try to keep it from going back easily to Morton, but Butler knows that also, and we'll have an antidote for that.
One of the best games I ever watched was last year at Pine Richland, won by Butler 78-76 on a Morton three-pointer, a game in which he scored 51 points and broke the school record. But I don't think you always want that from him, the one guy to carry the load to score 3/4 of your points.
It's tough that way, but he's certainly capable.
Very capable of it. So look at Butler's starting lineup. It'll be Ethan Morton, a 6'6" senior. Devin Carney, 6-foot sophomore at guard. Maddox Clement, 6-foot junior at guard. Charles Cranebucker, 6'5" sophomore at forward. Mason Montag, a 6'3" senior at forward. Butler in their white uniforms, blue numerals, gold trim, and the Pine Richland Rams in their dark green uniforms will send out Logan Murray, 6'1" senior guard. Joseph Petcash, a third Petcash to play here in the last 5 years at Pine, a 6'2" junior guard. Levi Wentz, 6'3" senior guard. Kyle Poles, a 6'2" senior forward. And Patrick Shanahan, a 6'4" senior forward. Now, if they want to go big, George, they bring in off the bench Cam Kirkland, a 6'6" senior.
I don't think size will be an issue. They look well-rounded. I watched the JV game. They can all handle, they can all shoot, they can all get off the floor. They're true definition of a team, which is a good thing to have because, as you alluded to, you can't just focus on one guy. They can all score.
And speaking of JVs, the Pine Richland JVs, they defeated Butler 66-44. Here we go. We're all set to go here at Butler before a packed house. Both teams 2-0 in the section play. The winner takes over first place. The tip goes over to Kyle Poyce of the Rams.
Zone.
Logan Murray with it. Pine Richland guards, George, down through the years, they've been a real dagger for Butler. Jumper, middle of the lane, no good, tipped away, rebound taken by Pine Richland. Murray. Back outside the Pulse. Over to Murray, back to Pulse. Murray for 3. All net.
All net, that's where the shots are against that 2-3.
Great ball movement by the Rams. They draw first blood. Ethan Morton with it. What do we see defensively, George,
Man.
from the Rams? Man to man, little bit surprised. Rebound by Poles. Up in the middle, Levi Wentz, turnaround jumper from the middle of the key. It's good. 5-0, the Rams. Carney pulls up. He nails a 3.
Nice shot.
No hesitation there. You see anything different defensively the last time?
Yeah, the last time down, yeah, it didn't appear that they were all man-to-man. Shot happened so quickly, it was hard to tell.
Petcash with it. Back outside, Murray for 3. Tipped away, rebound taken by Morton.
Nice
Up court to Carney. He's going to pull up once you shoot a 3. Shot is blocked. Petcash takes it. Up the court to Wentz. Drives. No good. Rebound Morton. Up court to Carney. Drives, layup, good.
Nice outlet by Morton. Got the ball off the board and looked ahead, and they had numbers. Had numbers last time, too. Ill-advised pull.
It's 5-5. And the pace to start here is hectic. Logan Murray with it.
Pine going low high on that post.
Turnaround shot and a miss on a dunk by Levi Wentz. The outlet to Maddox Clement. He lays it in and Butler has a lead.
Nice pass. He's about as close to dunking that as you and I. Get it and throw it back out. Possessions are too important.
Murray outside. Back over to Pulse, back to Murray. Into Shanahan. Murray
Nice.
down underneath and a lay-in by Levi Wentz.
I like Levi Wentz. He knows how to finish. Excellent finish.
Turned his body.
Oh, yeah, excellent.
7-7. Now we get a scraping foul called on the Rams. And that looks like it'll go on Patrick Shanahan, 6'4" senior.
Foul was on Wentz, Eddie.
Okay, that's on Levi Wentz.
It was. They got it right. He looks strong
His
down this
first.
other end. Boy, oh boy.
Morton at the line. Makes the first one. Morton on pace. He's probably about 250 away from 2,000 career points. Makes them both. Butler takes a 9-7 lead. Logan Murray brings it across midcourt for the Rams.
3-2. They changed it with Morton on top. I assume he'll play the low post also.
Over to Pulse, to Shanahan, back to Shanahan, to Pulse.
Oh, that kid knows
Wentz.
how to play.
Nope, off the front of the rim, rebound taken by Morton. He's going to drive the whole way through. We get a charging foul called on Morton, his first.
Wentz doing an excellent job of finding the gaps in that zone, both as a cutter and a passer. He knows how to play the game.
4:37 to go here in the first. Butler up 9-7 over the Rams. Logan Murray across midcourt. Butler sticking with that zone defense. Wentz with it. Double dribbles. Stop, look for someone to throw it to. Got confused. Turnover to Butler.
A lot of screening going on in the inside of that zone by Pine.
Devin Carney to Morton. Morton and Carney running to backcourt.
Zone, Eddie.
Cross court, Maddox Clement pulls a long three-pointer and it's good. 5 in the game for Clement. Butler up 12-7. Murray with it. Into Shanahan. Turnaround jumper. No good. Rebound taken by Morton. Right now, Pine's not getting any second shots. Montag. Over to Morton. Pine back into his zone.
Yeah. Watch for Clement on the wing.
Is it a 1-3-1, George? It looks
2-3.
like.
There it was.
2-3. Okay, rebound
Nice
and a
rebound.
collision underneath, and that foul's going to go on Patrick Shanahan. It'll be his first, second team foul on the Rams.
Cranebucker, a coach's dream, Eddie goes to the boards, does all the dirty work. Outstanding effort.
Morton inbounded. Butler with a 5-point lead. 12-7, 3:34 to go in first.
Money.
Clement from the corner. All good.
Can't leave that go.
Clement with 8 points this quarter. Back-to-back trays. And Butler up by 8, 15-7. Pine looking for a rhythm. They can't find one against this zone right now. Petcash with it. Over to Murray. In a game like this, don't let those early leads fool you. Levi Wentz drive to the basket, laying good.
Nice shot.
Wentz with 6 of Pine's 9 points.
Nothing wrong with his game. Man to man there.
Ethan Morton, turnaround,
Nice.
dumps it underneath, the lay-in by Cranebucker.
Outstanding pass.
That's Morton for you. Just a great, super, all-around game.
I'll tell you.
Petcash to Shanahan. Murray over to Pulse. Logan Murray for 3, no good. Tipped away, taken by Morton. Long pass down court, stolen by Petcash. The third Petcash to play. His brother's playing at Boston University and at Binghamton.
Nice players, both of them.
Nice block there by Morton. Cross-court pass and stolen. Again, the second still off Morton. by Pulse, and he drives and lays it in. Smart move because he knows that Morton can't get fouled.
Smart play by him.
Yeah.
Smart play by Morton not to foul and get number 2.
Right.
Smart basketball all around.
17-11 Butler with 1:50 to go here in the first. Morton over to Clement. Back out to Morton. Pulls up, jumper, off, ticks away, rebound. Karam taken by Logan Murray. Feeds, Pulse, middle of the lane. Knocks it down.
Secondary break, outstanding.
17-13. Butler with the 4-point lead. Carney. Over to Morton. Rotates it over to Clement. They're coming out now, George. A little tighter on Clement.
Well, you can't.
Don't want to leave him alone.
No, he's deadly.
Morton has it. Drives, pulls up, jumper. No good, tipped away. Rebound taken by the Rams, by Petcash. Pulse in the middle of the Shanahan. Levi Wentz back to Shanahan. Baseline drive, kicks it over to Wentz. Murray for 3 from the corner, all net.
Money ball.
17-16. Down through the years, it's been the backcourt play and the shooting of the guards. Remember Llewellyn, how he killed Butler in that championship run in 2016 for them. Carney pulls up, jumper, all net.
Great
7 in the game.
Great shot.
19-16,
no,
Butler.
too easy there.
Murray pulls up, jumper, he nails it. He has 8, 19-18. This might be what, George? First to 75
first
wins this
one
one?
to 80 wins. We'll just give him a trophy. Holy man. What
a
firepower.
fast and furious first quarter of action this has been. Morton's going to play for the last shot, down to 9 seconds. Looks for Carney. Carney's going to pull up, shoot a long 3, and he nails it.
My goodness.
Devin Carney with 10 points in the quarter, and Butler with a 22-18 first quarter. As exciting a first quarter as we've done in a long, long time.
Wow, both teams just on fire. I don't know. I think it's the offense, where the defense doesn't seem to be bothering. You play zone against Butler, Clement just knocks you out of the zone. Man to man, no one can stay with Morton. Pine doing a nice job against the Butler zone, getting the ball in the middle and looking opposite and driving the baseline. Very well schooled, screening the zone well. I don't know if you can play either one of these teams in zone all night. They shoot too well.
Right, and Pine had a little bit of a drought there, a little dry run, but they came right back with some great shooting and inside play. Murray, Wentz, and Butler's been hot. So you know as well as I do, George, having coached this game, the team that gets a dry run at the wrong time changes everything.
No, both teams proficient on offense. That's what I'm seeing. More than one guy that can shoot the ball. You know, if it's one guy, you can point your zone or whatever. And Pine, very adept at screening the middle of that zone.
Well, Butler with a 4-point lead, 22-18, as we head into this second quarter of play with a first quarter for Devin Carney with 10 points, 8 for Clement, 2 for Cranebucker, and 2 for Morton. For the Rams, 8 for Logan Murray, 6 for Wentz.
I'm really impressed with Carney.
4 for Pulse.
Boy, is he tough on the one-on-one move. Man-to-man.
Carney over to Morton. Pulls up, fires it back to Carney. Back outside, Cranebucker. Morton pulls up, wants to shoot a 3. No go. Rebound tipped away, saved by Butler.
Outstanding.
And a steal by Murray. Dry shot, no good. And the Rams steal it right back. Murray has it to Pulse for 3. All net.
Pine shooting. They have more than one guy that can score the basketball.
Rain Gratzmiller in the lineup for Butler. Replacing Montag. Carney with it. Kicks it over to Cranebucker. Madden Clement, a freshman in the game. Over to Morton, drive. No, off the rim, rebound. You know, Levi Wentz is 6'2", George, but he plays like he's 6'5".
Oh, I like his game. He does everything well, both ends. That's not an easy
Strong.
task, Gardner.
Petcash, Pulse, turnaround jumper. No good, tipped away. Pulse gets it back, fires from the middle of the lane. Tipped away, rebound taken by Cranebucker.
Nice rebound by Cranebucker. Does the little things, Eddie.
Carney with it. Butler up by 1, 22-21.
Nice.
Pass down underneath Cranebucker, and he's fouled. No basket.
Good take, though. Had his head up. Good pass by Morton.
Foul on Patrick Shanahan, his second. 13th foul on the Rams. I will send Cranebucker to the line. Makes the first one. And we're going to lineup change. Cam Kirkland, 6'6" senior, comes in the lineup, replaces Shanahan, who has 2 fouls.
Give him a little more size in there, too.
Kirkland, defensive end from the football team, I believe. Cranebucker makes them both. He has 4 in the game. Butler with a 3-point lead, 24-21. 6:25 to go here in the first half. Logan Murray over to Petcash. Petcash has not scored tonight for the Rams. He's usually good for 14 or 15 a game. Murray, a long 3. Tipped away, taken by Carney. To Madden Clement. Now it's a turnaround and shoot a 3. And he banks it in.
My goodness.
27-21. Butler with the 6-point lead. That's a hello, how do you do?
Yeah.
Throw it up, hit the glass.
Yep. When in doubt.
Cranebucker on the rebound. Long pass down court to Gratzmiller. Kicks it back out to Carney for 3. He's all net.
Oh, my.
This is Butler's best shooting game of the year.
Oh, this guy's deadly.
30-21, 13 in the game for Carney.
Oh, my.
Butler with a 9-point bulge. Levi Wentz, baseline, kicks it back outside the Pulse for 3. He nails it.
Side out. This kid knows how to play basketball.
Yeah, he's been around for 3 years, Kyle Pulse, 6'2" senior. Carney on fire. It doesn't matter from what angle. 16 in the game for Carney.
Outstanding.
Butler up by 8. Pulse with it to Murray. Back to Pulse for 3. No go this time. Morton on the rebound. Over to Carney. Back to Morton.
Look at that pass.
Oh, what a pass underneath.
What a
Cranebucker.
finish. Great finish. Wow. Nice finish by Cranebucker.
6 in the game for Cranebucker. Butler with the biggest lead of the game by 10. 34-24. Kirkland drives down the lane. Doesn't get it. Loose ball. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Butler. It will be Pine's basketball.
Pine might want to put somebody in that medium post that can put the ball on the floor. It's definitely open, but, you know, they're not getting any.
There's just no answer for this hot shooting by the Tornadoes.
No, they make every shot. I am so impressed with Carney.
Well, Wentz will come out. He's replaced by 6'3" sophomore Luke Shanahan, number 11 in the lineup. He will inbound it out to Pulse. And Pulse over to Jack Sefko, who's in at guard. Sefko, a senior. Into Kirk. Back over. And a 3-pointer hit by Sefko for 3. Morton with the basketball. Nearly loses it, gets it right back. Morton drives, turns around, off-balance shot. It goes in, and he's fouled.
Big
Just about anything that Butler puts up,
oh my goodness,
is dropping, George.
yeah,
anything.
but it's skill. I mean, it's not like it's accidental. The shots are swishing, they're dead in. Morton, he just knows how to play. But I'll tell you, I am impressed.
Another substitution, Andrew Alexander comes in.
I hadn't seen them. This is my first time. I am impressed with Butler's supporting cast. Cranebucker, Carney, my goodness.
And Morton makes it a 3-point play. 5 in the game for Morton. Butler with the 10-point lead, 37-27, 3:35 to go. 3-point attempt nailed by Andrew Alexander, who just came into the game.
Sophomore with ice in his veins, Ed. It's 2. That's
Now we get another foul on Morton. His second. Second team foul on Butler. There's 4 on Pine. 3:25 to go here in this first half of play.
You leave
Butler,
him in?
37-30.
Leave him in?
I think I'd take him out, George, here, and get down to the 3-2 minute mark and just let him.
See if they take the
Yeah.
lead.
3-point attempt, no good. Rebound taken by Cranebucker on that missed 3-pointer by Sevko. Madden Clement for 3. Tipped away, rebound taken by Luke Shanahan. Up court pulse, pulls up,
Nice
jumper,
shot.
good.
Nice pull,
Oh, he
nice.
has a nice 12 in the game for Pulse. 37-32. Butler hot, but the Rams won't go away. Carney pulls up once you shoot a 3. This one rims out. And a foul. I thought that was on Kirkland of the Rams. They called it on Cranebucker. Surprise to me.
It's close.
So that foul on Cranebucker, his first, 13 foul on Butler. 37-32, Butler with a 5-point lead. You like the fact the way Ackerman's substituting George, putting in some to keeping his team fresh. Sevko with it. Into Kirkwood. Back outside. Pulls for 3. No good. Tipped away. Loose basketball. Taken by Morton. 2:15 to go in the half. Clement pulls up. 3-point attempt. No good. Sevko with it for the Rams. Over to Alexander. And we get that's unnecessary foul there. Reaching. Not a good.
No
Never a good
trouble.
foul.
But there's no foul trouble. He's not in any brawl. That's okay.
First on Maddox Clement.
Yeah.
That's number 4 on Butler. Both teams with 4. Sevko come out, replaced by Petcash, and you wonder when they could get. You'd like to get Petcash started, George. A guy who scores 14 or 15 a game.
Exactly.
Yet to score. 3-point attempt. Petcash, no good. Tipped away. Loose basketball. Last touch by Butler. Pine will have it. 1:56 to go in the half. 37-32. Butler with a 5-point lead. Luke Shanahan, the inbound it. Out to Levi Wentz. Over to Pulse. To Alexander. Turnaround jumper, middle of the lane. No good by Luke Shanahan. Butler with it. Long pass down court, too long.
That's a wasted possession. You get a great rebound like that, pull it down, get a good shot, you have the lead.
It's about the 4th turnover for the Tornado. 37-32. Butler up by 5, 136. Petcash with it. Alexander wants to shoot for 3, and he nails it. Alexander off the bench with a pair of trays this quarter. You get guys coming off the bench to help you like that. And here's another steal. This one by Pulse. Drive, layup, good, and we're tied up just like that.
Morton had to get out of the way with 2
Kyle Pulse, what a game he's having. 14 in the game for Pulse. 37-all with a minute to play. You never always say, George, don't let those early leads fool you. Butler's 10-point lead gone in a whiff. Morton pulls up once you shoot a 3. No good. Rebound taken by Clement. Baseline. Kicks it back out to Mason Montag. Over to Carney. Carney wants to drive. Pulls up. Off balance shot. He's fouled. He'll shoot 2 with 38 seconds. That foul on Pulse, his first. Carney's at the line. Makes the first one. 17 in the game for Kearney.
Wow, 17 at half. He's only missed a couple shots.
And Pulse with 14 at the half so far. This is the second one. Rebound, Buckler. What? What was the call there, George?
Jump ball.
Jump ball? Was it?
Yeah.
You agree with that?
No. At least let him pull on it once. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I get it if it's a tussle. There was no tussle.
38-37. Butler with a 1-point lead. 30 seconds to go here in the half. Outside, Petcash. Turnaround jumper, Shanahan. No good. Shanahan gets a rebound, then he loses it. Now ticks it over. And a drive to the hoop. What's it called? The Rams still have it. Drive and a lay-in.
Nice guy.
Andrew Alexander, 8 points off the bench. The Rams with a 1-point lead. Kearney pulls up, off-balance shot.
They're going to get one more shot.
Petcash at the buzzer. No good.
My goodness.
Wow. That's the end of the first half of play with the score. Butler 38, Pine Richland 39. 21 points in the second quarter for the Rams, who were down 37-27, and they went on a 12-1 run.
Exactly what happened. I'll tell you, I'd be concerned if I were Butler. Everything was falling early. Kearney just on fire, and you look up and you're down.
George, anything that Coach Ackerman did that changed the tempo of the game?
No, just keep substituting. The thing he's doing, he's getting the ball in the middle of the zone. He's looking inside, opposite, under. The thing is, Butler's playing that guy that's catching the ball, and Ackerman's just using him as a facilitator. He's not really shooting the ball. They might be better backing off and making him do something.
And then bringing in the two small guards, Sevko, a 5'11 senior, and then the 5'10 sophomore, Andrew Alexander, 8 points in that quarter, 11 points off the bench for the Rams.
Outstanding, both teams. What a half.
Well, just take a look at the scoring there in the first half for Butler before we take a break. 5 for Ethan Morton. Kearney with 17. 8 for Maddox Clement. 6 for Cranebucker. And 3 for Madden Clement. Butler with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 threes in that first half. For Pine Richland, 8 for Logan Murray. 6 for Levi Wentz. 10 for 14 for Kyle Poles, 3 for Jack Sevko, and 8 for Andrew Alexander. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trays also for the Rams. And George, they have a 1-point lead, and one of their leading scorers hasn't scored.
Exactly. Yeah, if you're Butler, I think you're concerned because you're on fire, making every shot. And you look up and you're down one. It's the balance of Pine versus the big numbers for Kearney especially. But you know Morton can get hot at any time, and he makes things easier. Morton's contribution on the defensive boards is he gets every rebound.
Well, once again, it's 39-38. Pine Richland with the 1-point halftime lead. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with second half action.
Armstrong's Healing Heroes initiative is changing lives for area veterans struggling with disabilities such as PTSD, traumatic brain injury, and more. These incredible dogs help give people back their self-confidence and independence. We've raised over $250,000 to train and donate medical service dogs from guardian angels in the communities we serve. If you or a loved one are a qualifying veteran, please visit ArmstrongOneWire.com/healingheroes and click Apply Now. Together, we can unleash the power to heal.
Both teams have returned to the court in what has been an exciting first half of basketball. Butler jumped out 22-18 in the first quarter, had a 37-27 lead late in the second quarter, and then the Rams turned on another switch, outscoring Butler down the stretch 12-1, 21 points in that second quarter, and the Rams lead 39-38 at the half. Devin Kearney with 17 for Butler, and Kyle Poles with 14 for the Rams. But one of the Rams' top scorers, Joseph Petcash, has not scored in the game.
Well, like you say, the good news for Pine is other guys have picked up the slack. The problem would be if for Butler, if he gets hot, now you have another guy to deal with. They're doing an excellent job of getting that ball into the middle of that zone, but they're doing it for passing purposes or looking under They even had one low to high pass, but they're doing a great job of getting the ball in the middle of that zone, but they're not scoring the ball from there. They're using it to pass the ball to other places.
I thought a great move by Coach Ackerman was putting in his two guards, Jack Sepko, 5'11 senior, and Andrew Alexander, a 5'10 sophomore, midway through that second quarter, and they combined for 11 points off the bench.
Well, if they're going to put 11 points up, that sure looks like a good substitution. You don't know that when you throw him in.
Right.
But the kid that impressed me was Alexander. He's a sophomore. He came in, he had reverse English on that one shot, and he knew Morton wouldn't foul him. He knows how to play the game.
But he took out a couple of seniors, guards, and made that move. You got to have confidence in those kids to do that, right?
Oh, no question.
So if you're Coach Ackerman of Pine, what do you do here in the second half?
I don't think you do anything different, but you have to pay a little more attention to Carney. He'll take you out by himself.
And I thought they picked up the defense on Maddox Clement, didn't leave him alone. They started to crowd him a little bit. And if you're Matt Clement, what are you telling your team here in the second half?
Same thing, shore up the defense in the middle of that zone is big. The problem is when you're playing zone, Pine's going to dictate the pace of the game.
And Butler had a number of key turnovers there in the second quarter.
Mostly unforced, trying to throw the ball ahead with numbers, which is a great idea, but you don't want to throw it away without a shot.
Here we go, ready to start the second half of play. Butler 7-4 in the season, 2-0 in the section. Pine 8-2, 2-0 in the section. The winner takes sole possession of first place. Central Catholic at 1-1, North Hills 1-1, and North Allegheny at 0-2.
Nice pick and roll.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Cranebucker.
Morton with a great pass. Cranebucker with the screen and roll. Beautiful.
40-39. Butler with a 1-point lead. Petcash. Turnaround jumper. Good by Patrick Shanahan.
Yeah, that's the shot there that's wide open. They're in the middle of that zone.
That's his first bucket, too. There are two guys that score in double figures almost every game, and they have a combined 2 points. Carney with it, over to Morton. And a steal by Petcash. Up court to Levi Wentz. I think Wentz, the only guy, could have caught that, too.
Yeah.
Drive to the hoop, blocked by Morton. Morton across midcourt.
Passing. Couple turnovers, unforced. He's a great passer, but sometimes the simple pass is better.
41-40, the Rams with the 1-point lead. Morton with the basketball. It would have been a typical fierce battle. Maddox Clement for three.
Hello.
All good. They left him alone.
No, you cannot.
11 in the game for Clement. Butler up by 2, 43-41. Logan Murray's pass tipped out of bounds by Devin Carney. It's Cranebucker, Morton, Mason Montag, Maddox Clement, and Devin Carney for Butler. Logan Murray, Joseph Petcash. And there's Shanahan with a turnaround jumper and back-to-back baskets for the 6'4 senior. We are tied at 43 apiece. Levi Wentz and Kyle Pulse, the other two starters for the Rams. Morton. Clement, turnaround, three-pointer, rimmed out. Rebound taken by Patrick Shanahan. Over to Murray, to Petcash for three. No, he just does not have his shot here tonight.
Now that one was way off. That wasn't close.
The more of a push on that shot.
It wasn't in rhythm, you're right.
6:06 to go here in the third. We're tied at 43 apiece. We're a packed house here at Butler High School. These two teams will meet again at Pine Richland. Mason Montag over to Morton. Push by Wentz, nothing called. Morton drives in the lane, short, puts it back up, short, and a foul called. A foul on Petcash.
Trying to draw that charge, but refs wouldn't have it.
That's a first on Petcash. Morton at the line to shoot two. He has 5 in the game, 2 for 2, 3 for 3 from the foul line. Make that 4 for 4.
great looking foul
And he makes them both.
Good looking foul shot, just perfect.
45-43, Butler with the 2-point lead. Logan Murray brings it across for the Rams. Shanahan drives to the basket. His shot blocked and taken by Morton. Morton drives down the lane and lays it in, and the foul's called.
Now that's the kind of play that nobody else in the gym can make. That was special. And finish with a left hand and one.
That's why he's a Division I player headed to the Purdue Boilermakers.
Without a doubt, that was special.
That foul on Wentz, his second. And just like that, Morton in double figures with 10. 48-43, Butler with the 5-point lead. Murray into Shanahan. Drives underneath and stolen. Short
Great
pass.
Oh!
And a pass from Morton to Clement. And Butler up by 7. Turnaround jumper nailed by Shanahan, who has 6 in the game. Butler with a 12-6 jump on the Rams here in this third quarter. Rams back to man. Morton pulls up, wants to shoot a 3, tipped away. Rebound by Clement. It goes out of bounds. It will be Pine Richland basketball. 4:41 to go here in the third. Butler up by 5, 50-45.
Good rebound by Clement. I think he got bumped or something. He just didn't fall out of bounds. I couldn't see down in that
It looked
corner.
like when he came down, he lost his balance off his left foot.
All right.
Petcash to Wentz. Over to Pulse. Pulse 14 in the first. That Wentz pulls up, shoots a 3. All net
Man,
for Levi Wentz.
I like this guy. I'm telling you, he can play.
9 in the game for the 6'3" senior forward. And Butler lead cut back down to 2. Butler gets a lead, and the Rams, they just find another pulse and come right back. Morton, stolen. Third steal. Over to Wentz. Bounce pass to Pulse and lay it. Oh,
Best pass of the night.
what a player this Wentz is, George.
I love him.
16 now in the game for Pulse. We're tied at 50 apiece. No lead is safe. Carney drives, off balance, turns, puts it up, drops it in. 19 in the game for Carney. Back and forth. A little lead. A charge by the other team.
That's all it takes.
A tie. A lead.
I know.
Back and forth. You don't say it too often. It's truly, you could say that this time it would be a shame for either team to lose this game, George.
I know. Both teams are really, really
Wentz
well
with a
coached.
feed to Logan Murray.
Oh!
Is there
Nice
anything
finish. No.
that Wentz can't do, George?
No, nothing. Pass, catch, rebound.
Carney pulls out, jumper, no good. Rebound, Petcash, over to Murray, over to Wentz. Back outside, Pulse for 3.
Money. Ooh, I thought
No
that
good.
was-
Rebound, Wentz.
Just went.
Back to Pulse, middle of the lane, drops it in. 18 in the game for Pulse. 54-52. And the Rams are fired up.
Wow. What a ball.
You know, George Butler's had 10-point leads, 8-point leads, 7-point leads, and then with a matter of minutes, the lead evaporates.
Well, one of the reasons is Pine is getting easier opportunities than Butler is. Butler's working for their shots. With Morton, you always have to be alert for the screen and roll or the quick pass. But Pine, they're moving the ball around well, and they're finishing exceptionally well.
They're putting a clinic in passing.
Especially zone offense. Very impressive. I know deep down Matt wishes he could go man, because this team is basically just having their way with that zone.
And why do you think he doesn't want to go man and not
Foul trouble, and I don't think they can play it.
someone that covered Wentz and
3 spots? Yeah, they would be fine with a couple guys, but I think 2 or 3 of them. Obviously, he knows his team a lot better than I do. He must feel that 2 or 3 of them can't guard.
there's not a good matchup.
He has a couple good ones, but he doesn't have 5.
All right, we have 2:59 to go here in the third. Pine Richland up 54-52. Well, we've had the pleasure of doing a number of these games down through these last 5-6 years, and they've just been great, great games.
Without a doubt, we have some great basketball in the area, too. A lot of good teams, female and male.
Yeah, you know, I going back to the championship game, Butler and Pine, the year Pine went to the state championship game, a year they went 28-2. It was the bench that Ackerman went to, those with Butler with the 11-point lead down at the Peterson, those guards off the bench put the daggers in the tornado.
Yeah.
Morton with it. Gets a screen from Cranebucker, a pick and roll, and there's a whistled pass. Sells out of bounds. Be Pine Richland basketball.
You don't want to start throwing the ball away against this team.
Butler about double digits in the turnover.
Yeah, several on just careless passes.
Murray with it, working against the zone. Levi Wentz, back to Murray, went to shoot three. Wow. 13 in the game for Logan Murray. 57-52. Morton with a drive. Kicks it out to Carney for three. Oh, good. He's on fire.
Oh, net.
22 for Carney. Petcash, drive. His first basket of the game. What a move that was.
Runner.
59-55, the Rams. Morton, guarded by Levi Wentz. Puts it back up, just muscles it in.
All strength. Yep, all strength.
59-57, the Rams with the 2-point lead. Shanahan to Petcash. Back to Murray. Into Shanahan. Turnaround shot up, no good, off balance. Rebound Morton. Upfield to Clement. We get a blocking foul called on the Rams.
Good throw ahead by Morton. Just outstanding foul. He does that better than anybody. A little careless with some of those one-hand flips, but that pass ahead when he gets the ball off the board, he is outstanding.
Foul on Murray, his first. 13th foul this half on the Rams. Clement makes the first one. He has 14 in the game. Makes this one, and we're tied again. Makes them both. We have a tie ball game. 59-59. Minute 35 to go here in the third. Logan Murray. Out to Pulse. To Murray for three. You believe this guy,
I do believe it. He loads that thing up confidently.
16 in the game for Murray. We said don't leave Clement alone. Butler's leaving Murray alone.
Well,
they need to get someone on him if we're going to.
It's the configuration of the zone, the inside-out attack. Well thought out, well planned. The spacing's excellent. And when you have a shooter in that high post, which they brought Shanahan in there, once you bring a shooter in that high post, now you're picking your poison. 62-59 the Rams at the end here of this third quarter. And George, I don't know when we've done a game with so many threes made. No, but once again, very, very difficult to cover all spots when a team has good spacing and has an inside-out attack, which is what Pine does. They're very, very well coached as far as how to move the ball against that zone. And it seems when they get the ball into the paint, they know exactly to where to go in the next pass. They know where everyone is. Sure. Great court awareness. Oh, yeah. And the passing, excellent passing. Butler, too. Some great, great throw ahead. Yeah, Morton's made some unbelievable passes here tonight. Carney has been just crazy hot. Boy, it's only about my second or third time seeing Carney. I am impressed. He has 22. The guard play, both teams been outstanding. So minute 26 to go here in the third. Pine up by 3. 2-1 press, first time, Ed. Yeah, there we go. You're going to be a trap at midcourt, George. They're going to push him that way. Miller with it. Over to Cranebucker. It looked like he traveled, no call. Miller over to Carney. Give Butler credit for breaking that press right into the teeth. Carney pulls up, jumper, in and out, rebound. Taken by Patrick Shanahan of the Rams to Murray. Coach Ackerman calling for them to slow it down.
with 55 seconds to go.
He's got the
Into
arrow,
Shanahan.
and he could go double possession here. He's going to.
Oh, I
almost.
thought that was going to come over and hit us. That pass. Petcash was looking at his coach.
They're going to play for one. Then
Out
they get the arrow.
Spread it out. Looks like old four corners.
They're splitting that 1-3-1 with a 2-1-2.
Murray with it.
Well thought out.
Down to 25 seconds. Back to Murray. He's going to drive back outside Petcash and back over to Murray.
They'll look here pretty
Down
quick.
to 15 seconds. A lot of hand checking.
Here they go.
Pulse pulls up for three. No good. Tipped away. Morton. Morton's going to drive. Clement. In and out. Tipped away. Tipped again. Rebound. Taken by Shanahan. Long pass. And that's the end of 3/4 of play with the score. Pine Richland 62. Butler 59. So the Rams with 23 that quarter, Butler with 21, and Butler once again had a 7-point lead, and the Rams come charging back.
Pine at the end of the quarter. Terrible shot at the end of the quarter with 9 seconds left. Terrible use of the clock. If you're going to play it down that far,
Take it
take
four
it to
more
the end.
seconds.
Yeah,
Right.
because you have the arrow. You could double up your
He
possession.
needed to make one more pass.
Exactly. Butler put a little pressure on him, and they rushed it. I mean, Butler had 2 excellent looks. They had a 3 and a tip. Not what Coach Ackerman wanted, I'm sure.
Here's one more reading of the winning 50-50 number, 832-0645. If you have the ticket, please go to the concession stand and claim your prize.
I think
So
you sold me some 50-50s from the last game. My numbers are...
The scoring for Butler at the end of 3, Morton with 12, 22 for Carney, 15 for Maddox Clement, 8 for Cranebucker, 3 for Madden Clement. For the Rams, 16 points for Logan Murray. Petcash with 2, 9 for Wentz. Pulse with 18, 6 for Shanahan. Patrick, 3 for Sevko, and 3 for Alexander.
Butler man-to-man.
Murray with it straight
now
down
you
the
see
lane.
why they don't play it.
Yep, they beat him right away.
Right off the bounce and in.
Foul on Clement.
Butler goes zone out of bounds. They'll have to.
Clement second. Levi Wentz the inbounder for the Rams here in the start of the 4th quarter. Out to Petcash.
Back zone in.
Pulse into Shanahan. Baseline, puts it
Oh!
up. And the 6'4 senior
Great
drops
take.
it in.
Yeah.
8 in the game for Patrick Shanahan. 5-point lead for the Rams. Morton, pull up, middle of the lane, drops it in. 14 in the game for the 6'6 senior. Pine Richland with a 3-point lead. Petcash for 3. It's just not his night, George. It's just an off night shooting. You know he's a good shooter. Scores 14 to 15 a game.
You have those. You just have to
not
do
there.
other things that night. Go to the boards and play defense and be a teammate. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right. You get an open shot, you take it again.
He has to.
7 to play here in the 4th. Pine up 64-61. Ethan Morton. Now they jump out, try to trap him. And Wentz called for wrapping his left leg up. That's a 3rd on Levi Wentz, not a guy that the Rams can afford to lose.
No, but the 3's fine.
4th team foul on the Rams. Butler with only 1 team foul.
No fouls the whole 3rd quarter. That's the problem with playing that zone. You can get lethargic.
Oh, Wentz almost with a reach-in foul. Morton pulls it back, lets it drive, pulls up, turns, twists, up. A foul's called on Shanahan. That's his 3rd, George. 15 foul. Pine Richland bench not happy with that call.
Morton's outstanding at drawing fouls, so you know.
Yeah,
You've seen him
it
play.
fakes, holds
Yeah,
up.
he He's outstanding.
Right, better off those two big guys are just going to have to let him go now, or they're going to foul out. 15 in the game now for Morton, 64-62. Trying to draw Butler within one. He does. 64-63. Shanahan, the inbounded, gets it into Murray. Murray drives down the lane, lays it in, no one there. You give him that lane, he's going to kill you. He's too quick.
Did you ask me earlier why Butler doesn't play man?
Yeah, I agree with you. 66-63, the Rams. Morton now trying to take charge of this game. He's going to pull up, shoot a three. No good. Tipped away. Morton gets it. Drives back in, lays it in. 18 in the game for Morton. 66-65, Pine with the 1-point lead with 6:10 to go here in the fourth. Murray kicks it outside. Pulls. Over to Petcash. Back outside to Pulls.
They got the post up with Shanahan.
Outside the Wentz.
There it is.
Into Shanahan. Turns. Left-handed hook. It's good. And he's fouled.
See that one coming, Eddie?
Yep. 10 in the game now for Shanahan.
A lot of teams, Eddie, when they get a little guy on them like that, they yell, mouse, mouse, mouse. They want that ball inside.
Boy, they were determined. They saw that to go to him.
Outstanding. No, it was great. Very well. Very
Looks
well.
to make it an old-fashioned three. He does. 11 in the game for Shanahan. Pine with a 4-point lead, 69-65. Carney pulls up, jumper no good, tipped away, rebound. Taken by Levi Wentz. And who's that foul called on? Called on
22, Eddie.
Cranebucker, his second team, third team foul on Butler. 69-65, Pine with the lead. With 5:30 to go here in the fourth. It's going to have been just a terrific game.
They're going to spread them out and drive.
There's Murray.
Yeah, there it is.
Lane, off balance shot, no good, tipped away.
He can't come in.
Good thing it was.
Yeah,
nailed another.
He's ice bloody. He's ice cold there. Shoot that. I mean, in
That's
a good
a change
way.
of expression on his face.
No, he's an assassin now. Bang.
Mason Montag in the lineup for Butler, replacing Rain Gratzmiller. 5:28 to go, 69-65, the Pine Richland Rams. Morton across midcourt for Butler. Drives, banks, it's him. They're just going to let him do that, George, rather than get those guys in foul trouble. 69-67, Murray.
Drive it, you know what's coming here.
Down to 5 to play. He's waiting. I'd like Clement to come out, I think, and then
Well, they're counting, so he
goes
has
by
to
him.
put it on the floor, yeah.
Kicks it out to Wentz. Back to Pulse. Down underneath. Shanahan. Back to Wentz for three.
Oh, outstanding.
12 points in the game for Levi Wentz. 72-67, the Rams. Carney, jumper from the foul line. Off balance, no good.
Not a good one.
Goes out of bounds.
Not a good shot.
Last touch by Butler. Pine Richland basketball. The Rams with a 5-point lead, 4:34 to go. Butler takes a timeout. Well, what do you see that Butler's going to that defense, because doesn't seem like you can guard Murray out there.
They can't stay in front of him. It's a pick your poison. When they go zone, they spread them out. They get in the middle. They kick it opposite.
Right.
When they
Once
go
he
zone,
penetrates, he's kicking it out.
Yeah.
That's why Levi Wentz was open for that
I can
trade.
see Matt's just, he doesn't know. He knows he can't beat them in his zone, but he knows they can't stop the basketball. So it's a real dilemma for Butler.
Yeah, George, just looking through my scorebook, some of the games we've done 60, 65, 59, 70-some to 70-some. Just great battles
This one's
back
not
and
done.
forth.
This one's not done. Butler's
No.
not done. My goodness. Not even close.
So Pine with the 5-point lead, 4:34 to go here in the fourth, and the Rams with the basketball.
You know,
Patrick Shanahan, who's really had a hot second half, George. He's 11 points in this second half after going scoreless. The only guy who hasn't gotten on track is Joseph Petcash. There's Murray with it. Now they switch over. They put Morton over on Murray. But there's Pulse driving and no basket. Maddox Clement called for the foul, and that's his third foul. Fourth team foul on Butler, almost even, 5 for the Rams. Wentz to inbound it. Looked, fires out. And stolen by Montag, who lays it in.
Big play.
His first field goal, 72-69.
Boy, was that a big play.
Something you rarely see happen on the part of the Rams. That turnover. There's a backdoor pass and a foul on Cranebucker. That's Cranebucker's third. 15 foul on Butler. We're even in team fouls.
Yeah, they have 5 this quarter. They had 0 the third. And
it was 5-1.
Pine going off the bounce at will. This is tough.
Pulse at the line. He has 18 points in the game. 6'2" senior.
So impressed with Pine. They're court savvy.
Pulse been a steady player for 3 years. Misses the first one.
Not much D-bed on that foul shot. It has to be perfect when you shoot it 10 feet 1.
Georgia, maybe we weren't kidding when we said the first to 80.
No, I don't think 80's going to win it.
Makes the second one, does Pulse.
I don't think 80's going to be enough, Eddie. No way.
73-69. The Rams were at 4 to play. Morton against Wentz. Drives, lays it in.
My goodness.
10 this quarter for Morton. 22 in the game. 73-71. George with both Wentz with 3 fouls and Shanahan with 3 fouls. 3:54 to go. They've been letting him go. They don't want to foul him. Not that again. So when does Ackerman say, guys, you got to start contesting the shot?
You do. I don't think at this late juncture it matters, and I'm not sure they can do anything about it. He's that good.
So would you just continue to what you're doing?
Play. Yeah, just play. I don't think they're letting them.
You need those 2 guys. They're not letting them, but they're not going to risk another foul. Is what I'm saying. Yeah, and those 2 guys, Wentz with 12 points and Shanahan, they've combined for 23 points.
Oh, exactly. It's a pick your poison night for both teams. Both teams are adept at scoring the ball.
Clement with 3 fouls, Cranebucker with 3 fouls. Both teams with 5 team fouls.
Yeah, with 3 left in the game, 3 fouls is nothing to even mention.
3:54 to go here in the fourth. Inbound to Murray, guarded by Carney. Murray, George, long stride.
He knows how to get space there. That's the key.
Slows, dribble drive.
Yeah, exactly. Point guard's best friend. Stop and go dribble. Back cut. He's close.
Over to Petcash, guarded by Clement.
Drives
to the hoop. Oh, just nothing going down for Petcash. Had a clear lane to the hoop, couldn't nail it. Morton fouled. That time Ackerman looked over at Petcash and gave him the nod to drive to the hoop.
He had it, but he ducked his head when he shot it.
Yeah, you're right. You know the fundamentals. Half foul on Pulse, his second, 16 foul on the Rams. Morton, who's been deadly from the foul line tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 for 8. 9 for 9.
They don't hit much with the net, do they?
23 in the game for Morton. Now the leading scorer. Make it 24. 10 for 10 from the charity stripe. We're tied at 73 all. 3:10 to go in the fourth. Petcash drives, pulls it back outside, turns it over. Carney.
There you go.
Over to Morton. Butler looking to take the lead. Morton down the lane. And they're calling a foul. And a lay-in by Morton, who's taken over this game.
Without a doubt. .14
points here in the fourth quarter for Morton. Butler up 75-73. The foul on Shanahan, his 4th. 7th team foul now on the Rams. Morton at the line. 3:01 to play. Looking to give Butler a 3-point lead. He does. 76-73.
Stop would be huge
3 to play.
Either team. Both teams need a stop.
Andrew Alexander, sophomore guard, and he had 8 points in his second quarter, drives to the basket. This kid's amazing, George. 10 points off the bench for the sophomore. 76-75. Morton. Over to Clement from the corner.
No.
All net.
Yeah, let him shoot.
Well,
Big hoop.
they left him alone.
Yeah.
79-75. Pulse with it. Over to Andrews. Back to Pulse. To Murray. And he makes it, and this kid's unbelievable.
Terrific.
What a player.
Yes, he's outstanding. Pine was zoned last time, Eddie. What's Clement do? Bang! Can't let that boy stand still.
Foul on Mason Montag, his first. 16th foul on Butler. Murray misses. Rebound by Morton. 79-77 Butler, 2 to play.
The zone.
Morton. Foul called on Andrew Alexander, his first.
Pine in a 2-3. Morton just splits it with a dribble.
8th team foul, 1-1 here as Morton steps to the line. 2:06 to play. Butler up by 2, 79-77.
Ooh.
He misses. For the rebound, last touch by Shanahan. So Butler retains possession. Morton inbounds it, gets it into Carney, and he stepped out of bounds.
Oh my goodness.
Stepped on the line. Key turnover.
Can't see from here yet, you know. Ref was right on it.
2:02 to go. Anybody's ball game. 79-77 Butler.
They're back zone. Better grab it.
Timeout taken by Pine Richland. 1:50 remaining. What a ball game.
I'll tell you what, you're not going to see a better ball game.
We got to do the make it down to Pine for the rematch.
Oh boy.
I got a feeling this is one of those years these guys are going to see one another three
4
times.
times. Yeah, they could even be. I wouldn't be shocked if they played in Whippion again in the state.
George, there's no difference between these two teams. They're pretty even.
Just you know what's different? How they get it done.
How they get it done. You can look at either one of these teams being there in the championship game at the Peterson or meeting one another in the championship game.
Without a doubt. It's incredible. I would pay to see this game at any
Absolutely.
arena.
Terrific.
I can't say enough about both teams are great. Jeez.
Here we go. 1:50 to play. Pine with the basketball. Butler with the 2-point lead. Butler will send out Morton, Clement, Carney, Mason Montag, and Cranebucker. The Rams will send out Wentz, Petcash, Murray, Pulse, and Patrick Shanahan, who has 4 fouls on him.
No time to worry about fouls now.
No, just play, right? Let it go. Murray over to Petcash.
Look for a 3-ball here.
Back to Murray. The Petcash. Shanahan drives. Left-handed layup. And he's fouled by Morton. Morton's 3rd foul. 17th foul. Oh, Shanahan. George, he's been a tower of strength in his second half. 13 points his second half for Patrick Shanahan, the 6'4" senior. He goes to the line. We said 80s. Has a chance to get the Rams there.
Oh, my goodness.
Misses. Morton on the rebound. 79-79. Minute 30 to go.
I think Butler played for the last shot.
Clement for three.
He fires it.
No good. Rebound taken by Petcash. Did he hurry that one, George?
Without a doubt.
Murray with it.
Butler stays zone. I think Pine will hold the ball. They're going to move a guy into the high post and hold the ball, make him come out. They're going to try to drive
drive right in
Without
and then kick it out to the sides.
Putting Morton on the top is very smart. He's so long.
Petcash, bring it back out to Murray. Down to a minute to play.
They need a guy in the high post, Pine.
Pulse.
They don't now if they go man.
They're just keeping the corners open, spreading it out.
Without a doubt. It's good basketball. These guys are smart. Both these coaches are
He
good.
hasn't won 5 WPIAL championships by accident, right?
No, and the other guy's good too. Clement's good. He did a nice job.
Ackerman 3 at Moon, 2 at Pine. Took Pine to 3 straight WPIAL championship games, losing the third one to Penn Hills. Petcash with it. Timeout with 33 seconds remaining by Pine Richland. Coach Ackerman wants to talk it over.
We have a 30-second timeout taken by Pine Richland.
What a ball game, Eddie. We picked the right one, I'll say that.
Well, you got 33 seconds. Can they take it down to 5?
I think with their guard play, they can. I don't think Butler is equipped to pressure him enough to take it. If you trap zone, that's fine, but if you make a mistake and they get the ball in the middle, they're going to have numbers in the back. If you go man-to-man, they're going to run 4 corner and drive them from the top.
We knew this was going to be a great game. We knew it was going to be hotly contested. I don't think any of us saw it this way coming down with the hot
said 80,
shooting
that's
that's
the worst
been
part.
in.
80's going to win. We just guessed it. Jimmy's hair is getting gray. I see why with games like this. My goodness.
You know,
They're going to go in the back.
I didn't think I'd ever see a better rivalry on a court than Butler-Newcastle, but George, this is a terrific rivalry.
You're going to drive the ball.
30 seconds. Pulse with it.
5's going to drive that ball.
Morton comes out on him. Over to Petcash. 20 seconds to play. Over to Pulse. Coming back.
Oh.
And another smart timeout taken by Ackerman as Butler trapped at midcourt. So 15.8 seconds to go. If you're Pine, what's the design here?
You're going to split it. You're going to spread them out. They're going to drive it from the top, especially if Petcash gets that matchup he wants. And I don't see how they can keep him from it because they have 3 guys that can put the ball on the floor. That's the problem playing Pine. Their guards can put the ball on the floor. They're very adept at it. And therefore, I think they're going to get the last shot off the bounce.
Obvious. No one has left this gym early.
You leave tonight, you lose your pass. You know what I mean?
Packed house.
Yeah, great game.
Just a great environment here.
Can't beat it. And like you said, they're going to play at least once more, probably.
I'm guessing they're going to meet 3 times. I wouldn't shock me at all to see these 2 teams at the Peterson Event Center. 15.8 seconds left. Ackerman, give me some final instruction. You get enough. Anyone who Pulse, Logan Murray, Wentz, they're all capable, George, of making a shot here at the end.
Murray's going to take it.
There's Pulse with it. Back to Murray. 5 seconds. There's a shot. The tip is no good.
Oh, Shanahan had both hands over the rim.
We're going to overtime.
Yes, we are. Wow. He had both hands on the rim, Ed. Just didn't put it down.
It looked like you're dropping a coin into your piggy bank.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
79-79. Going to overtime.
What a ball game.
We may have to tell Matt, our producer, we want copies of this one.
Yeah. I told one of my buddies at home he wanted to see the ball game. I told him I'd get him one. I'm definitely going to ask Matt. This is outstanding.
We have Morton with 3 fouls, Clement with 3, Cranebucker with 3, and for the Rams, 3 for Levi Wentz, 4 for Patrick Shanahan.
I've always thought you should get an extra win in overtime myself.
I would agree with you.
No one asked me, but that's what I think.
Well, here we go, overtime. Team fouls, Pine with 8, Butler with 7. 4 minutes of overtime. How everyone's switching around.
Well, they don't switch,
Teams.
that's why. Referee caught it. Good work on his part.
Wentz, 6'2" against Morton, 6'6", a jump ball.
Both are going to back tip. You might as well go get it. Both guys want to back tip. You got it.
And the tip controlled by Wentz.
Back tip.
Over to Murray,
Man to man.
over to Pulse. Wentz, back to Murray. Petcash. Low down pass. Scramble for the ball.
Butler
Possession
ball.
favors Butler.
Just careless pass. At
One of the
legs.
few times that the
Yeah.
Rams have been sloppy with the ball.
No, they've been great all night. That's just unforced there.
I don't think they have more than 2 or 3 turnovers.
No.
Butler with the basketball. Morton has it here in overtime. 3:30 to go. We're tied at 79 apiece.
Watch for Clement on this zone.
Into Cranebucker. Over to Carney. In the corner, back out to Carney. And over to Morton. Guarded by Petcash.
You don't think Pine's happy that Morton's out here, do you?
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
The only thing is, Clement's ready to fire if you don't get out to that wing in a hurry.
Now, Morton just slowing everything down.
I think you're going to see a little bit of strategy, a little cat and mouse. Butler should bring, if they're going to hold it, they should bring Carney out and step Cranebucker to the high post.
2:50 to go. Butler just holding on to the ball.
It's going to go down to the last. He'll hold it for 2 minutes. And I think Ackerman's not going to come get it. Cranebucker has to give him a
Murray
target.
comes out.
Yeah.
Make him move the ball.
Don't
Lob
throw
over
that
to
ball
Carney.
from your waist, not against that defense.
Carney launches a 3. In and out.
Oh,
Rebound,
Cranebucker, how
Cranebucker.
good is that?
Yeah. Out to Morton. Morton guarded by Wentz. In the corner, back to Carney. Shoots. In for 3.
Nice shot.
82-79 Butler. 1:50 to go.
Butler back to the zone.
Petcash.
Look for someone in the high post here, Ed. There's, all right.
Back to Murray. Shanahan to Murray.
There it
To
is.
Petcash for 3. Well, he just can't get a shot in tonight. 82-79 Butler with 1:25 to go.
Nothing you could do.
No. And that is the 4th foul on Wentz. 19th foul on the Rams. Morton to the line, who's been perfect tonight at the line.
Missed what?
3, 4,
Missed
5,
the last
6,
what?
7, 8, 9, 10. 11 for 11 at the
Oh, it's
line.
11. I thought you missed the last one.
Did he miss one?
I believe so.
I must. All right. It's 11 for 12 then.
Oh, yeah, 10 straight. And they're dead in. They're right. The net doesn't move.
21 points, 4th quarter and into overtime for Ethan Morton. 83-79. Now Morton telling one of the coaches on the bench, no. I'm not sure what that was about, George.
No, I didn't see it. Third is zone.
84-79, 1:20 to go. Now Pine can't take their time, really. Murray for 3, and he's fouled.
He's lucky.
Oh, they didn't call the foul.
No.
Wow. A break for Butler on that. 84-82. No foul call. Murray has been unbelievable. 23 in the game. And Wentz is going to foul out. 2 shots for Morton on a 10th team foul. Wentz fouls out with 12 points and an outstanding all-around game.
He had a fantastic ball game.
84-82, Butler with the 2-point lead, 53 seconds remaining, and one of the best foul shooters around at the line, Ethan Morton, who's on a 12 for 13 at the line here tonight.
Terrific. No, the net never moves when he shoots, just right through. This is the big one. This makes him need the ball twice. This is the big one.
Wow, did you think Murray was fouled on that three-pointer?
I know he fell.
86-82. Butler with a 4-point lead. 53.9 seconds remaining. This might be the best we've ever done.
Very possibly. It's been that kind of ball game. 2 really good teams. Gee.
The great players in this series, Djokovic for Pine Richland, Llewellyn, the outstanding guard that they had, the Petcash brothers, and of course Ethan Morton, and just been a terrific back and forth series between these 2 teams, and they have mutual respect. Djokovic, just nothing but great praise for Morton, and Morton said the best basketball player he's ever played against is still Djokovic. Yeah,
quite a good testament to both kids and their ability to compete at the highest level. You know, you don't get any higher than Notre Dame and Purdue.
Well, I don't know the rematch. You better get at Pine Richland about 5 o'clock. It's a much smaller gym. You're not going to get in there.
No, you're right. That's a good point. Butler needs 1 stop. Pine needs a 2 or 3. There's no reason to shoot a 3. What Pine would like to do is foul someone other than Morton.
Well, then it might be, I don't know who else he fouled. Montag hasn't been to the line. Logan Murray with it. He's been unbelievable.
1-3-1, no split this front. Look for the diagonal.
Murray drives,
there it is.
Kicks it outside. Petcash.
Hello.
It's still, no, how about the putback by Shanahan?
That's what he did in regulation, but it didn't win.
15 in the game for Shanahan. 86-84.
Offense.
They call it on Morton.
Yeah. Wasn't the right call.
Is that the right call?
No.
That's a 4th foul on Morton. 8th team foul on Butler, going to the line 1-1 with a chance. No foul. I'm sorry, no foul. The ball over to Pine Richland.
Butler's in the 2 now. When they shoot, Pine's still.
Sefco into Murray. 86-84. 20 seconds to go. Sefco over to Murray. Jumper, middle of the lane. No good. Tipped away. Taken by Shanahan. Jumper, middle of the lane. No good. Taken by Morton.
There you go. That was it.
Well, Pine had their looks. Boy, they had good looks, George.
I thought
inside.
when they got the second rebound, they should have thrown it out and reset, look for the 3 to end it. They took a bad 2, and if form holds, Morton hit both of these, they're in trouble.
While you look around 6A, as we said tonight, George, at our top 5 teams, you got Upper St. Clair, Fox Chapel, Mount Lebanon, Butler, and Pine. Any one of those teams, it's going to be a real dogfight down the end. Morton with another foul shot. I have so many dots here. 87-84.
We have a full timeout taken by Pine Richland.
Morton 16-17 at the foul line.
Yeah, outstanding foul shooter, outstanding.
26 points in the fourth quarter and overtime for Morton.
Terrific player, terrific player.
And 38 in the game. 87-84 Butler with 6 seconds to go.
How about Shanahan shoving up Alden? In overtime, Ed, his hands were above.
I thought it was in.
Oh, I don't know how it rolled back out. My goodness, he was above the basket by about 5 inches.
Butler on a road Friday night could be a dangerous game tonight at Central Catholic. You know what that gym's like. It's a very small gym. Changes everything in the game.
Yeah, bad place. They haven't been real good in a while, but they're tough down there. Boy, never liked that. Played them in the PA playoffs a couple times. Never easy.
They're 7-3 this year under a new coach. 1-1 in the section, depending on what they do tonight. Never when you go on the road.
No.
Morton trying to give Butler 4-point lead.
That's it.
Quick inbound. Murray with it.
Don't foul him.
Pulls up. That's a final. Butler, 88. Pine Richland, 84. Doesn't get any better than this.
No, outstanding game. Outstanding.
What a finish. What a ball game.
.22 in the fourth, does it?
Well, let's go back and try to recap. It was 22-18, Butler after one, and then Butler built a 37-27 lead towards the end of the first half, only to see Pine rally in a 12-1 run to take a 39-38 lead at the half. And then in a wild third quarter, Pine put up 23. The Butlers 21 and led 62-59. The leads went back and forth. Butler had leads at 10, 7 points twice, and then went into overtime 79-79. Looked like Pine had it won, as you said, on that putback by Patrick Shanahan. It just didn't fall down the cylinder. And in overtime, Morton was just terrific. Came into the fourth quarter with 12 points. He finished in fourth quarter and overtime with 26. Leading scorer in the game for Butler with 38. Leading scorer, period. Devin Parney with 25 points. Maddox Clement with 18. Charles Cranebucker with 8. 2 for Mason Montag and 3 for Madden Clement. For the Pine Richland Rams, their terrific guard, Logan Murray, had 23 points. Joseph Petcash, who averages about 15 a game, held to 2 points. This wasn't his night, George. Nothing went down for him. You're going to have those games. They happen. And Levi Wentz, he had 12, 19 for Kyle Poles, 14 for Patrick Shanahan, 3 for Jack Sevko, and 10 for the sophomore guard, Andrew Alexander, who came off the bench. So Butler goes to 8-4 in the season, 3-0 in the section. Pine drops to 8-3, 2-1. But this race has a long way to go.
Without a doubt, you can't stub your toe, as you say, like Friday night. But these guys get together for the rematch. It's going to be more of the same.
Yeah, they may be standing outside at noontime trying to get into Pine Richland's gym. It's too bad it's a much smaller gym than we have here at Butler. But terrific game. 88-84 once again, the final. The Tornado come away with a hard-fought victory, but these are two terrific ball clubs, and they're going to meet once again for sure. I look for them to meet maybe 3 times at least.
I agree, yeah. Both teams are outstanding. It's going to take a great team to beat either one.
Well, on behalf of our producer, Matt Lutz, Swami, George Abraham, and myself, Ed Cody, thanks for joining us. We wish you a good night.